morning, I'm Chip.
Hey, good morning, I'm Steve.
Good morning, I'm Skip.
And this is
Chip's
Garage. We got Skip with us again.
Skip's bringing us home.
Like a bad penny, keeps coming back.
That's okay, he has done more.
Yeah, hey, we got a couple shout outs.
Yes. Kelly at Nature Coast Magazine, Cruise Magazine, awesome magazine, and also Achilles from Leadfoot City. Him and I have been in contact, and the track, and it looks like it's going to be in the fall. They just poured the concrete. We're all excited. The whole Chips Garage gang's excited. We hope to do a banner down here and have a Chips Day.
We'll be racing the Duster.
Yeah, but racing the Duster.
So if you ever wanted to see the Duster,
that's
that's Leadfoot City in Brooksville. Yeah, Brooksville. They're doing an 1/8 mile complete concrete strip. So it's going to be awesome. Achilles, good job. Keep it up. Last person, Tara, Florida carshows.com, FLA carshows.com. Check them out. They got every show in Florida every month. Articles, everything. It's an awesome thing.
Thank you.
Skip, let's get into it.
Also, I want to thank him for being a veteran.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
My honor to have served. Thank you guys.
Thank our veterans.
Yes,
always.
yes.
We wouldn't be here, right?
No, I know.
Yeah, and we wouldn't own these.
No.
So we got a 72
El Camino.
El Camino.
It's not a true SS, it's an SS clone.
Okay.
It's not all SS equipped, but it's got some of the badging, pretty much, that's it. It's a 402 powered with a turbo 400.
Okay.
Work tranny. It was out of a 66 Nova race car, and it runs real well. Believe it or not, it still has the original Quadra Jet on it.
Whoa!
Which has been done to perfection.
Yeah.
And the car starts on the first click, and it runs beautifully. It's just a great driver.
Yeah. Now, you've owned this how long?
This has been like 10 years.
10 years, so you've owned it 10 years, and obviously it's a driver.
Yeah.
Do you have plans beyond this?
Well, what I want to do from here is I want to redo the hood and have any of the minor body work done on it, just to clean it up. It's not going to be a show car because I want it to be a driver. It was bought originally as a parts hauler. I mean, that's an El Camino.
Nice car.
I don't know how many more parts I'm going to be having to get anymore, but I like the car. I like the design of it. I like the windows on it. It reminds me of a Nomad. So it's got cues that I like a lot. It's going to be cleaned up to look a little fresher and nicer. There you go. But it's not going to go car show.
Same
it's
color?
Gonna be,
same color?
Yeah, same scheme. It's
going to be a driver.
Perfectly.
Yeah. Well, you had something you were going to say.
Yeah. Go back to Quadra Jet. You know, I've had my originals for, I'm 67 for all these years, still on there. There's nothing wrong with a Quadra Jet if you know how to work on them and fix them, update them. There's nothing wrong with it.
Right, and go ahead, Skip. You were telling me earlier what to beware of and what they fixed in the Quadra Jet.
Well, the Quadra Jet itself, back in the day, was a problem carburetor, and everybody would pull them off because they didn't know how to work on them.
Right.
And they didn't know how to tune them correctly. I happened to find a guru for these carbs who built this carburetor impeccably with all the new gaskets and all that are impervious to the e-fuels and whatever, so you don't have to worry about the deterioration on the accelerator pumps or the gaskets themselves.
Right.
And like I said, the car runs tremendously from the first time the carburetor was put back on it.
Well, and that's the thing. Once you get a Quadra Jet tuned in,
you're done.
You're done.
And you're running,
until it wears out.
You're running on Venturi like this, and then you go to like this.
Double size.
So I mean, when you want to jump on it, it'll haul the coal. It'll go.
You get that sound, right?
Yeah, it'll drop.
Now, does the flapper still work on here?
Yes, it does.
Here? Oh,
yes, it does.
This is always cool when you're beside someone and that opens up.
Yeah. So let's point that out. It's a functional cowl hood. So this goes up and down, and it's an air intake, and we'll see when we open
cold
the hood.
air comes in.
Yeah, which brings, and I always found that interesting that, you would think, like with a scoop, the opening would be to the front, but what they found out was the air was coming back like this.
Off the windshield.
So it would shoot the air here and come back down here, and that's how they would feed the carburetor.
Skip, and Chip, I like the car the way it is. It's a survivor. It's just the way I would love it.
Right. See, now originally when I bought the car in Texas because of the straight metal and nothing had been done to it. The other thing was it was purported to be a 350 with a 350 tranny. When I doped it out, it was an 82 Monte Carlo 305 with a Buick 350 tranny.
Okay.
Dead, didn't want to run, didn't want to do, it was just terrible. It was a slug. So I had it like that for quite a while and really didn't do too much with it because I wasn't really happy with it. Again, the paint and all was a lot better, but being in this Florida sun, it bleached it out.
Sure.
So I'm assuming that the original paint job wasn't that great, or the clear coat that it would do this to it in such a short period of time.
Right. A couple points real quick. One, buyer beware. Look, when you buy these old cars, remember, you know, this is a 72. How old is it?
Yeah.
Right? So in all those years, trust me, people have done a ton of stuff to it that you don't know.
Oh, of course.
So be very careful. Have somebody that knows what they're doing help you check the car out. Skip had a friend in Texas help them. But still, you're going to miss things. We all do, because there's things you can't see till you get there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
and he had a different eye than I did also.
Yeah. And you got a good point. And what happens, I had about 5 of these in Chevelles too. Leaves would go down here and go into here. There's a cowl section, and they all rotted out there.
Yep.
And in the El Camino, they rot out back there because of the water. And you had to be careful with it. But now there's so many parts.
Right.
Yeah, you can build it out of a catalog, pretty much.
And I like this with the hood pins, the hood, everything.
The original car was also 4-wheel drum brake.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had it converted to 4-wheel disc.
Okay.
You know how you tell the difference between a 70, 71, 72?
How's that?
70 has dual headlights.
Correct.
71 has a bar through here, and 72 is this.
Ah,
that's why I like the 72.
Well, and I love the front of it. And for those that you don't know, some of the younger viewers maybe, an El Camino is a car truck.
Yeah.
It's a car pickup, and that was the idea behind it.
Well, the question is always, what is it?
Yeah,
is it
which
a car
one is,
or is it a truck?
Yeah.
It depends how you're using it.
When you're in it and you're driving it, it's like driving a Chevelle.
Right.
But
Well, there's
if you got something big and huge sticking out the back, it's a truck.
There's my point. If we get a view from the front here, straight at it, it looks like
a Chevelle.
Yeah, a Chevelle SS, whatever. You can't tell what it is.
From here up, it is.
Now the SS would also have the big SS call out on the front.
Yeah, in the front.
Right here, SS.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can tell they started going with bigger things like these running light blinkers, right?
Yeah.
They you know, for safety reasons, they started to change a lot of things, but they still look at the design. Let's look at it from the side here and look at the design of the hood with the bumper. I mean, still had a lot of design in 72.
I like the grills. I like it. There's no bumperettes. Just a very nice.
Yeah.
And hey,
it presents nice.
It does.
Am I your nephew now?
Yeah.
Well, I could say I'll put you on the list.
Oh, okay. Put me on the list.
I'm almost with Steve at keeping it like it is. Of course, it's your car, whatever you like. But I do like it. It reminds me of, man, that's a real 70s muscle car. There it is, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I see you put aftermarket wheels and tires on it.
And it's funny, the story behind those wheels, I bought those wheels back in the 90s.
Okay.
And I was originally going to put them on my Nomad, and everybody said, no, they won't look right, because they were on all the Blazers and stuff back in the day.
Yes, they were.
Now, the cool thing about these are rotational rims. These are left and right sided.
Oh, really?
Back you can see the way the turn is.
Yeah.
Now, the original hubcaps on the Blazers and stuff were not. It was the same on both sides.
Okay.
So the passenger side would go backwards.
What he's talking about is see the way these run. So
what are they, 15 by 8s?
If you put,
yes, 15 by 8 all around.
If you put these on the other side, they would be spinning the wrong way.
Yeah.
So that you have to have them by his side. And of course, he's got the raised white letters, which is, again,
those are brand new to Cobra. I just got those.
Right?
We just said it's 15 by 8s. They fit beautiful all the way around.
Now this car is also very, very clean, which I love, because really all you see here is the SS call out, which I love, buddy.
Right.
You know, it's just black. It's like, hey, here I am.
I like minimalist.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think less is more, because your eye sees more of what's there and not what takes it away with bling and other stuff where you get distracted from the original car.
Yeah, you get lost in looking at it.
And did you notice on a 72, what's it have on the window? Wing windows.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did away with that in 68.
Yeah.
But they carried it to 72.
So this flips out as we know.
Which is cool.
He's got the very dark tint, which is very common for Florida, and you can see again with the paint. Now this, just to point out to the viewers, and Steve, you're better at me than this, but this is the clear coat actually.
Right.
Yeah.
You see it's flake in the clear coat,
Yeah.
You can't re-clear it, nothing. You
no, that's just the sun
gotta
eating
go
it
down.
up, right?
Right, yeah, sun eating it up.
Whoop, there we go.
Look at inside. I've always
originally it had the cloth seat.
Okay.
I had
like
it converted to the vinyl seat.
Okay.
Are those the original seats?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the original seat.
All right.
You know, if I had this, you know what I have at home? I got a T5660 put in this baby.
Notice a spare tire behind the passenger seat.
Yeah, it goes up under the inside here, actually, inside the wheel well, or under the trunk, the bed. I mean, I'm sorry. And they carry that dash 70 to 72. I like your little BM shifter.
Now the difference with the dash here is I took the stock dash out.
Okay.
And that's got a converted carbon fiber dash with odometer gauges.
Yep.
Oh, and we'll point that out from the other side as we go over.
Has manual windows?
Yeah.
Manual,
Yep, manual windows, and here's your wing window, of course, as you know.
Look at that. Oh.
Yep. And let's point out what Steve always does, the body by Fisher.
Yeah.
And here's, which looks like absolute
that's
original.
the original lap
with no retraction.
Yeah, that's it. You got this
and that.
and this, and that's your seatbelt. There you go.
It's the original. I love this car just the way it is. I would drive it just like this.
Yeah.
Air has air in it.
Yes, and the air is cold for that small cabin.
Oh yeah,
it really does a great job.
Yeah, quarter panels look good.
Now again,
I just put new rear coils in it also.
Okay, I like the rake to it.
It's set up nice.
Yeah, and this has got a 10 volt.
10 volt.
So it's a 402, you said,
with a 400
turbo
tranny.
Yep.
With the stock 10 volt, which would probably be a 308.
Yep, stock 10 volt.
And you say it cruises really nice.
Cruise is great. This will burn the tire too.
Yeah. Now that 402 was based off of 396.
Yeah, it is a 396.
Exactly.
This isn't from the factory of 402.
Right.
This is this motor was actually out of a 68 SS Chevelle numbers matching car that the owner took out to put a built big block bolt motor in.
Okay. Yeah.
And I benefited by getting the motor from him. The motor was in another car, and they spun 2 mains in it.
Okay.
Had it taken out. I had it rebuilt, 30 over, so it's a 402. And with the turbo 400, it runs phenomenal.
Well, I think about 71, 72, something like that. They had the 402. And then
402.
Yeah, something like that. And they were good, but they did emissions. They kind of down-tuned them a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's point out some things on the back here. Look at your reverse lights in the tailgate itself. And again, this is a tailgate. It's
and look how nice the tailgate is.
Oh, yeah.
And this, the chrome and everything.
Great shape. Fuel?
No, it's over here.
Is it on the side? Okay.
Fuel door.
Look, and again, this would be the Chevelle like tail lights, and of course your lights in the bumper itself. A mean looking back end. Again, minimal. Very minimal.
Yeah, minimal, yeah.
But I really like the reverse light too.
Yeah.
And it's pretty straight for...
and they work.
You know, if you look down the side, it's fairly straight. It's not bad.
It's all original metal on the car.
Get a view down the side. Not bad.
Can we see under the openness?
Sure.
Yep. Here's your fuel while he's opening that, right so you can see from the side.
And a lot of these had factory air shocks.
Oh, there you go.
Right. This has the coil over.
Yeah, coil over,
Yeah. So there's your pickup and your opening to your tailgates right in here.
Look how nice. It's not all beat up, you know?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at this, how clean. Texas metal, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, look at this. Usually they rot out right there. Everyone usually rots out that you see. Even down here in Florida, they rot it out. But look at this.
I want to clean it up, make it a little more presentable, but other than that, it's totally functional.
Right. They didn't drop motors and furniture on this. Look how nice that is.
Right. Yeah, you can tell because a lot of these were, you're right, Steve, really dinged and banged
beat up. Yeah.
And especially in Texas, they use them for workhorses.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't mess with Texas because they use everything. And everything's bigger, they say.
Yeah, very
bigger
nice.
engines.
And this, just so you know, they call it a tonneau cover. Did I pronounce it right?
Tonneau cover.
Yeah, and it's good for a couple reasons. One, it protects what's in the bed. Two, is it also, for a hot rod, makes it more streamlined and aerodynamic, right?
Yeah. They made a solid fiberglass version of this, and they made a roll-up version that had snaps on the side. This is a little limiting because when you open it up, you can't put something high in it. Yeah. You'd have to take it off, which is pretty easy. It goes all the way up vertical, and it's in a channel, a C channel.
Oh.
And once it goes vertical, the channels line up, and you just lift the whole top off.
Oh, there you go. Now here's inside, like your basic truck. You have your power steering, power brakes. You got cruise, your gauges, air. I mean, what more do you want?
Yeah, and go ahead, Skip. Tell us about those gauges.
Those are all the odometer phantom gauges.
Nice. I like the black.
And the carbon fiber insert for the dash.
You got stock in carbon fiber?
I seem to like that touch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, I think less is more. When you use it in certain spots and areas, I think it brings it out.
Yeah,
it accentuates it.
Right.
I agree. Wow. Well, let's look under the hood.
Let's look under the hood.
Here, look at this. Look at that. Ah, the Chevy sound. Yeah. I remember before you can get these reproduction, you go to a junkyard, find one, you pay whatever.
Let's show the viewers how you open this real quick.
Yeah, this is like not old man friendly.
Yeah.
So you see that? You just pull that out. It's a manual on a cable.
Oh, look at that.
Yep, tell us what you got,
moly.
Skip.
All right, this is that 396 built 30 over to a 402.
Nice.
It's
What
got
year
the
is it, the engine?
68.
Oh, good.
It's a 68
good.
motor. It's got the full headers with the CVF front runner system. And instead of going with an electric fan, I went with a manual fan, which is actually a reverse rotating fan.
Oh.
And tell us that story real quick.
Well, the original configuration, we put the stock fan on it, and of course it wouldn't work right. It would wobble and no good.
Huh.
So we had to go with the reverse rotation fan.
Okay.
Right.
It's got the tubular upper and lower A-arms. It's got all new shocks.
Point that out over there, Steve.
Right
Those
here.
A-arms.
All new front end.
And all that, your fittings, and these are all tubular, which is really
All new
nice.
ball joints, all new tie rod ends.
Yeah, you can
center
see all
link.
the new components here and the shims. See where
Shims and all
this
that,
is
right.
what they used
To
to
align
set
it.
it up and
Right.
line it. Yep. Power steering.
Headers fit really nice.
Yeah, and they're full length, like Skip
Yeah.
said, compared to cutoff, which would be called shorties. The
And it's
full
got the
length.
full pipes, exhaust system,
You can
mufflers
get to every
and
spark
everything.
plug really nice too.
Yeah.
Being a big block.
Power brakes,
Power
as you
brakes.
can see.
Yeah. Delco.
Yeah.
Delco.
Four-wheel disc now.
Four-wheel
Yeah.
disc.
Oh, and let's get a shot of this. Do you mind if I take the air cleaner off?
No, not at all.
Yeah, let's get a shot. We were talking about the carburetor. So
I like
let's,
that how the cowl induction get that little seal there. And really.
Originally, I had an open top on that,
Oh, okay.
and it turned out there must have been a backfire with the old carburetor, and you could see where it scorched it.
Oh.
So it was recommended to me to take that off
Okay.
and not use it, because I wanted that for the air intake.
See? Nice old Quadra Jet. Nice. It's simple as can be right there.
It's
Yeah.
plumbed perfect with the regulator and the gauge on it up
Here's
front.
your regulator.
You can see it right
Here's your
away.
adjustment.
Yeah.
You need so much, what, 5 to 7 pounds on a stock engine? Something
Yeah,
like that?
normally it's around 6.
6, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
right in between there.
I like this. Look at this air conditioner. Remember the old Yorks on the
Well,
Fords?
oh, yeah.
Took 7 horsepower.
Yeah,
itself.
these things are mini.
Mini, look at, and you got a serpentine setup, which is beautiful. I love that one belt. But
Well,
this is
I had
great.
that top piece added here because with the way it was, the
Right.
fan is right there, and
Right.
I would have lost a digit or two for sure.
Yeah, I lost a timing light like that once.
It's got the smaller alternator on it.
And that's
this
the
is
100
cool.
amp alternator.
Oh, there you
Okay.
go. And you want the higher amp because it gives you more power for everything he's using in the car. But look at the tensioner.
Yeah, really
Yeah, that's
nice.
simply a belt tensioner. So
Right.
it's a really high quality setup he's using here with
Right,
the
right.
CVF.
Right, and again, you can get to the plugs on this side and that side I was talking about. Here's your heater control right here.
Right, for the AC.
It's amazing. I'll take it.
Yeah. Very nice.
I
Thank
don't
you.
know. There's not. I mean, we could go over this car again of all the little things too.
Yeah, and here's the
Now, the
functional.
original-
If you look down through there, you can see the functional cowl, so you can see the opening back there, like we were talking about from the top.
And this controls the flapper, the vacuum.
Yes,
It's
controls it.
vacuum controlled.
The original air cleaner would be like a big black Chevy
Right.
air cleaner with a rubber gasket,
gasket,
that
right.
would seal to the hood.
Right. And then now when you start it up, the flap goes down.
Yes.
And then as soon as you hit the throttle,
When you get
it
on
goes
it.
up. Yeah. So you know you're in kind of a race mode or
Yep.
in a hurry mode when that flap goes up.
Yep, and just a.
Okay. There. I guess is that.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Very nice.
You always, when you do these, put the bottom on first, take the lid off. It's very hard to line up if you don't. And
I hate
so
when
it
you go
makes
to
it
a car
easier.
show and it's off center. I just don't, and all that. Here's where you put your windshield washer fluid. Very simple.
Correct.
These cars were very
New
simple.
wiper motor.
Wiper motor. They're very simple, very easy to work on, and I love these. The Rancheros. All of them had something. They're all really neat cars. So
I'm a big fan. Like I said, I like the design of the door, the window and all.
Right.
And just the fact that it's a car, it's a truck.
Yep.
Well, this is easy, right? Compare your other car has a lot of work and a lot of details. The Nomad, the '57 Nomad, and this is easy. It's easy to work on. It's easy to maintain.
Right.
It's just everything about it is jump in it and go, right?
That's the way I wanted it, just to be a turnkey, get me around, daily driver.
Let's start it up.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it.
I
Let's
gotta
hear
get
this
in the
bad
back.
boy. Yeah. Oh, there they are. Oh, listen to that start right up.
Woo! Nice. Very nice.
I got 50 pounds of oil pressure, so I can do that.
Yeah, do it again. Whoa!
And you see the flap come up.
Look at the flapper. Watch it.
Very cool.
Wow.
You go ahead and shut it off, buddy. Wow. Nice. I want to take it now, Steve.
I don't know. You're going to have to fight me for this one.
Yeah, wow.
I got that 6-speed to put in it.
This Chip's Garage shop vehicle.
There we go.
There you go. Right on the side, Chip's Garage.
Perfect.
Well, guys, we're out of time. Skip, thank you again. Guys, beautiful driver. They're great just like this. Not everything has to be a show car. To taste, he's got it. I'm Chip.
I'm Steve.
I'm Skip.
And this is
Chip's Garage.